So Justin Trudeau just made the news again because he was doing his speech in Singapore. And what's really interesting is through his speech, he pretty much lets you know how the elitist class thinks of us plebs. And I'm just going to show you this clip, and then I'm going to pretty much like rip him a new one, because everything that he's saying is from the perspective of a loser who's never had a job and grew up with a lot of money and pretty much doesn't know what's going on. Kind of like engineers, you know, where it works on paper, but then when you try and implement that in real life, they're missing the reality of things and other aspects of reality that doesn't work on paper. Kind of like that, but let me just show you.
It's time for a new enlightenment. There has been a celebration of ignorance, of lack of common sense, which is often wrong, but is so much easier to think, oh, if you want to be tough on crime, just lock everyone up and throw away the key. And then you get an academic come out and say, but that doesn't work to make you safer. Oh yeah, but it feels good, so we're going to do that. We'll get elected on that, instead of looking at the things that actually work, which requires a little more thought. There's an attack on experts. There's an attack on knowledge and science.
Doesn't that rat-faced piece of shit exuberate the bourgeoisie class? Oh, we need a new enlightenment. Ooh, yes, please tell us, drama teacher who grew up with money in a trust fund, whose daddy was part of the Club of Rome. Well, I should say stepdaddy, because we all know who his real daddy is. And he couldn't make it to the Club of Rome because that's where the actual academics are, right? So he had to get to the Team U version, the welfare version of the Club of Rome, which is the World Economic Forum. A bunch of rich fucks who have never actually been in reality or know what reality is like, that are just like engineers who think that just because it works on paper, it will work in reality, without any knowledge of how reality or the factors in reality will affect the results. So in this case, Justin Trudeau thinks that being lenient on crime because the academics said so is the way to go. Canada's been trying that for 10 years. It's a shithole now, filled with crime because of the kangaroo, revolving door in the courts where they just let everybody go. And they're like, oh, they'll figure it out eventually. How's that working out for Europe? Oh yeah, it's not. But we're supposed to listen to these academics. And my favorite was when he said that we're celebrating ignorance and not the experts and the science. You mean the experts and the science in 2021 that's given everybody myocarditis and like sped up cancers and heart attacks? Science, like, you mean like that? You see, this bourgeoisie class thinks that we're stupid, and they think that they can actually live without us because they think that AI will replace us. They're so stupid. Honestly, it almost makes me want to just watch a bunch of rich people try and survive an apocalypse, even with their underground things, because we can just shit in their air vents.